got the juice. Ha. Said I got the...
What up, what up? It's your girl BB, aka Miss Lipstick and Lyrics, and you're watching Still Got the Juice TV. Today, look who we locked in with. YSLN. YSLN. I had to do a little deep dive on you and really find out a little, some little notes here and there. One thing I peeped is that you came home in September. Glad, hype, love it. We need you to stay home.
Right.
Do you feel like this time you came home a little different? Because I know in one bar you said 365 days, you did 5 calendars.
Right.
All right. So this time, where's your mindset at now that you're home?
I'm sorry. My mindset is positive. It's always been that way.
Mm-hmm.
But we said I sign up for different things. So different things come with different things.
Okay.
But it's positivity. I'm blessed still. I'm happy to be here.
That's a fact.
Every day. I feel better.
Okay.
I don't know. I look better. I might have to show you some old pictures. Maybe you could tell me. I feel like I look better. I feel big.
Okay. All right. In order to highlight the future, we got to take a little bit step to the past. So how was it growing up in Harlem, specifically Manhattanville and Grand Project?
It's beautiful.
Okay. How has it influenced your music and your style?
It's crazy because, Manhattanville and Grand, I don't know if you know, it's like on the end. It's like on the west side by the water. Mm-hmm. So not too many people go over there. For me, music, I started really wanting to do it. It was this guy named Billy Bathgate. I don't know if you ever heard of this guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was like real good at the time. And this was like early 2000s. To be honest, I was like bagging up crack, watching 106 in Park, and his song came on 106 in Park, and that was just like it. Between that same year, Jay-Z dropped the Blueprint album. The same year Bathgate dropped Fuck That Video. Mm-hmm. I think it was the same year or the year after that Jay-Z dropped Blueprint. And I was like, that was it.
Okay. I see that those are your two influences, but you also brought up Lauryn Hill, which was such a throw.
Lauryn Hill.
How does she inspire you?
Lauryn Hill was a vibe. Lauryn Hill was a big vibe. And we got to understand that Lauryn Hill was very big with one album.
Mm-hmm.
She had like a unplugged album.
Mm-hmm.
But Lauryn Hill is like, that's my favorite artist.
You came here on time though, so I don't think you really inspired by her.
Why? Because she's always late?
Yeah.
Nah, Lauryn Hill is... I ain't gonna lie. Lauryn Hill got me through some hard times, man. Word. Like, I was up there listening to Lauryn.
Wow.
I mean, amongst other things, I listened to a lot of R&B though. Like, Summer Walker is dope to me. SZA is dope to me. Who else? Mary J. Blige. My mother played a lot of Mary J. Blige and Lauryn Hill.
Is that why you got that sample? Yeah. You got that sample?
Nah, but that's where it just come from in my house. Like, my mother played a lot of music.
Because I definitely peeped that sample that you are everything.
Lauryn Hill was dope.
Yeah, Lauryn's always going to be legendary. Okay. So, in an industry, sometimes... Hold on. In the industry, sometimes they really lack in creativity. I want to know what keeps you motivated.
You.
Stop it. See?
Females. No, seriously. Females is the biggest motivation in this world, period. You might not know it.
Mm-hmm.
But like everything is going through. Like females is more up to me right now than males are. But for me personally, I write music specifically for driving either home on the FDR or driving on the FDR to a hotel with a female. That's how I
believe it. I do hear the coasting music. Yeah, I do feel like it's some coasting
music. Like it's just being in the car, going to the Bowery Hotel at 3 a.m.
Oh,
that's how I write music. Like.
Okay, I was gonna ask you what does your music convey, but I think that sums it up. I think that's about it. You broke my heart. Can you put me into like what's that song about?
Yeah, I'm actually trying to do a whole project called "You Broke My Heart." Everybody think it's like about like a female, but it's not. It's kind of like everything that I like signed up for, like friends, family, females too.
Mm-hmm.
a lot of different situations, like, not to go too personal. I like my mother passed, stuff like, it's like a lot of different stuff that I didn't want to happen that happened.
Wow.
So it's like when I say you broke my heart, it's really like, like the life itself.
Wow.
You just sounds, it sounds more politically correct. But when you say you broke my heart, it's always like, damn, he just wrote a whole mixtape about a girl.
I knew it was going to hit somewhere, and I'm just like, what ex did this?
Nah,
this is a lot.
My ex is in there, though, but that's regular, though.
Like, I love your transparency. Like, what's making you so brave to talk about these things? Like,
nah, but I mean, like, I come from, like, like, for real, from a real place where it's really happening. I'm like, I've learned to, like, communicate better throughout my stench and being, like, in prison or whatever. So, like, you gotta adapt. And then another thing I learned is, like, I'm a real nigga at the end of the day. So I ain't gotta adjust to nobody. People gotta adjust to me when I enter the. So that's how I always felt. Like, I don't give a fuck. It's me. I'm here right now. Like, everybody continue doing what they're doing when I leave. That's how I feel. So I'm always, like, comfortable.
Speaking of adjusting, how do you feel about the music industry right now, and where do you feel your place is? Like, do you think there's a place for you?
Do you remember I don't know how old you are, but it was when 50 Cent first came out, right? Do you remember that Ja Rule shit that was going on? Nelly was big. Jay-Z was, like, pushing change clothes. That's the same window that we have, that window right now, because everybody is, like, doing the Jersey City shit with the fast beats, and they're not doing that. It's like watered down A-boogies. It's like all the same shit. So it's a window for Benny the Butcher. You know what I'm saying? Even Lloyd Banks is doing good, like, type shit. I just feel like it's a window for something real to come in, for somebody to speak how they really feel and what they really went through, and it might work. Okay.
What does a YSL and fan look like?
Like you.
Oh, really? How you know? You caught me.
Like you or Lizzo. I love Lizzo too. I love Lizzo.
Let's get to it. Let's talk about your thing with Lizzo. Like, what does she do for you?
Nah, it's serious stuff. Not for real. When I was in jail one time. I don't know who it was, but they brung me, like, a magazine. I don't know if you remember the pictures, but Lizzo, she was butt ass in the magazine with candy in the. You don't remember that? Yeah, in the tub.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she's beautiful though. I took those pictures and put them in my cell. Like, word.
One night with Lizzo, where you taking her?
Probably to the Standard. I love the Standard. I don't know if you ever been to the Standard Hotel, but in the Standard Hotel they have an amazing seafood bar. So if you ever open for it, they have very great seafood in the Standard Hotel. And like, we don't have to do reservations. We could walk in. I'm, like, kind of cool with the people that work there. This is for me and you. I don't think this is, like,
I'm letting you get your time for Lizzo. Go ahead.
All right, this is a real thing.
All right, looking back at your past, what would you tell younger YSL in?
Damn, that's a good question. I'm not like one to regret or try to change anything. I believe everything happened for, like, a specific reason. But to be honest, I would have, like, less friends. I would pick my friends better. I would definitely pick my friends better, my girls better. And a couple of decisions I made, I didn't have to make for the most part.
Okay, I'm so glad to have you tonight. And before you leave me, though, last but not least, what does it mean to still have the juice?
I got. I'm sorry. I was not expecting you to ask me that. I thought you was gonna ask me, like, something. I feel good. I guess, yeah.
What does it mean to still have the juice?
What you mean, to still be that nigga?
Yes, that you are.
It means everything to me. Do you think I'm that nigga?
Ladies and gentlemen, that's YSLN, and it's a wrap.